Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of the CrossThoughts podcast. Today, I am here with my co-host, Mike, and we are finally back.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been such a long time.
Before we get started today, we have one special announcement that I have to get through, and I want to remind everybody to use code CrossThoughts at checkout at SoSit Clothing. Link down in the description. If you use that code, you get 15% off your entire order. They have really nice clothing, a lot of crew necks, a lot of good designs. They just started selling jerseys not too long ago. And the announcement is today that on October 26th, I guess it's 2 announcements. Starting with this episode, every episode of the CrossThoughts podcast will come out every Saturday. Not a set time just yet, just because of editing and getting time. I might not have time to edit these in time. And 2, October 26th, I will be handing the reins over to Mike as he will host his very own episode without me in it. And his special guest will be his brother Dan. We have talked about him extensively on the podcast, and I know he listens to these almost every week, so I want everybody to be nice to Mike as he takes over. He may stumble a little bit. He likes letting me do this because I seem to have a little bit more confidence at this than Mike does. But Mike's a very chill person, and he just wants everybody to have a good day.
You also don't, I'm sorry, something got up my nose. You also don't do other activities that I intervene with. So you're sometimes you don't slur your words. Sometimes I slur my words. See?
Just like that,
Fuck,
you're stumbling.
damn it.
You're already stumbling.
I was really hoping I was going to do that without slurring my words. I really was. But I can't. But here's a problem I've been running into, dry mouth.
Yeah, you want to talk about how you had dry mouth today at work?
Oh my god, dude. I've just been having dry mouth fucking period. It just sucks. Dry mouth's the worst. And it's been lately, I always get dry mouth and I'm always around shit I don't have to drink. I never have drinks when I have it. So I could go, like, there's times where I'll be at work and I'll have the driest fucking mouth and I won't get a drink for at least like 3 hours because I was just so scared to ask anybody to get a drink. Because I was like, man, can I ask to get a drink real
they don't
quick?
care. I doubt anybody
No, they don't
gives
care.
a
I
shit.
asked
You just gonna be like, hey, can I just go get a drink real quick? And they're just like, cool.
Yeah, no, they don't care because I asked them today, can I go get a drink because my mouth's dry? And they're like, yeah, no, go. And I don't care. So I went and got 2 Gatorades.
Well, as I said before, It's October 5th.
Yeah.
I don't think I said it was October 5th, but we're in the month of October. It's October 5th.
Uh-huh.
The spooky season is upon us.
Yeah.
Which is a very special time of year for you because it's your favorite holiday.
Yeah. It's just fall is a good season. Literally, like October and November are like this great months. They're just great months. I mean, who doesn't like them? The leaves changing and shit, that's fucking amazing. I used to love jumping in the leaves. The smell of it, just awesome. Who doesn't like that shit? Football, just so awesome.
Well, speaking of football, you're in a good mood this week.
I am.
You're in a very good mood this week. Seattle eked out a victory over the Rams, 29-28.
Yep.
And we just watched Florida beat Auburn, who was ranked number 7 and Florida number 10. And now it looks like Florida will be going higher up on the leaderboard for the top 25.
I just hope Florida gets the respect they deserve after that win. They played an ugly game. I'm not going to say they played a beautiful game, but they did play an ugly game. But at least they beat a team. Their defense was the most.
Both defenses were doing pretty good that game.
Yeah, but Florida stood out because I just think they needed to make a stand, and Auburn I don't think really had any stand to pull. I don't know.
Watching Gator games with you is always weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's like when they're playing at home, I can see why teams have a tough time in the swamp is what they call it. Those fans are loud.
They are. I always wanted to go, but I don't see myself going to Florida anytime soon. Maybe in the future, but not anytime soon. So, like, not looking there, but I would like to go see a game if I could. Florida seems like a good atmosphere to go see a game. I mean, I saw the Ravens, and I think I already talked about it, but they're just sore bitches. Like, I remember when Seattle was beating them, and they're like, hey, you just beating a team with a bunch of third strings. I was like, wow, a bunch of third strings, they get paid so much money to fucking play this game that they should be good at. So that really has no excuse. So it's not my fault. Like, they were bitching. Like, Raven fans were not. No, they were not happy. I don't know why. It was just bad. And then the one guy puked, and it was just an interesting experience. I mean, just like my life, I always will have interesting experiences.
Football is a weird fucking sport.
Oh my god.
Honestly, now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Especially the NFL. Today proved my point after watching the Gator game that college football is way better to watch than the NFL.
Yeah, because they're not being bitches.
They have something to fight. They have something to play for.
Yeah,
they have an end goal.
It's basically just for respect and recognition for them in college. So I mean, I get it.
They're all fighting towards the same thing.
Yeah.
Getting in the NFL, or I guess soon. I don't know if people are really striving to go to the XFL, but
I can see it. Like, sometimes maybe they have another shot at the XFL. I mean, I know Clay Matthews is getting done after all the bullshit he goes through. Oh no, man. Oh, no. Joe.
What happened?
Joe.
What?
I'm getting high.
I could see.
Holy shit. Yo, man. It's pink over there near you.
I mean, there's some like pink purple lights over here, so I can see why.
Yeah, did you know the cat fell from the ceiling?
No.
What do you mean no?
He fell from the ceiling?
Well,
I know you said he can get up in the ceiling.
Well, okay,
and
so
he's eyeballing something over there.
I mean, okay, so I live in a basement. Well, I technically do live in a basement. So if you can think of a typical basement, and they have those typical basement windows that are just like, you know, you can see.
They're like little indents.
Yeah, the little indents, the indent windows. So I have two of them. I guess technically four, but
wait, where are the other two?
They're out there. They're out. There's one out near the stairs, and there's one in the laundry room.
Oh, okay.
So, but the only two in here. There's the one above the TV, and then there's the one back behind my bed. So the one day he got up on the one above my TV, and we're like, all right. He got up there. The only thing that could possibly go bad is that he pulls down the blanket and, oh, fuck, sunlight's in the room. Because he did that the one time, and it was fucking miserable to sleep. Just miserable.
Why didn't you just go and fix it?
All right, we did. So what happened was we just let him go. And we're sitting here watching TV. We're eating dinner. And all of a sudden, Marley decides, that's the cat that lives with me. Marley decides to poke his head up, and he can see into the ceiling. And we're like, oh, fuck. He can get in the ceiling. So we had to block that up. And then there's a shelf next to the window. That's how he's been getting up there. We had to block it with a box, which is, we just use an old 360 box to block it. So we're like, okay, that worked. And we're like, all right, we're good. So now there's a problem too. Behind my basement, behind my bedroom is like where we store everything.
Yeah, you have some curtains, flags, kind of hiding everything.
Yeah, we have everything hiding it, and we have this where it's like, I think the sub pump and shit's back there, and there's a way for him to get back there. There's a way for him to get into the fucking walls, and that was a problem because he was getting in the fucking walls. So it came into the problem that now we had to block that up. So the one day we decided, okay, let's organize the storage area, make it look nice, and block up all these areas that he can get into. So we're blocking up the wall and everything. And as we're sitting there, we went out to get some supplies, like garbage bags, some stuff. And we come back and we're like, where's Marley? Me and Mariah cannot find Marley. And we're like thinking, is he in the wall? There's no way he's in the wall because we had that wall where he could get in. So blocked up. So we're like, where the fuck is he? So we went and got one of his cat toys, and it has like this little jingly bell on it. Like, you know, one of those, if you get like an elf hat, it has one of those bells on it. So I'm sitting there jingling it beside my bed, and she's in the storage area. And I'm like, I don't know where he is. So he's either somehow upstairs in the living area where my mom and brother are, or he's in the walls. We don't know how he's in the walls. So I'm sitting there and I'm just jingling it. And all of a sudden, Marley comes out of nowhere. Boxes fly everywhere. Everywhere, Joe. I'm sitting there, and I'm not myself at that point because I'm a little high. And out of nowhere, Marley comes out of nowhere, flies to me, past her, past me, and goes out to his litter box. And we're sitting there like, what the fuck? Where did he come from? So I'm thinking he came from the window. I thought he came from the window. I thought he came from the right side of the window and jumped out. No, I was wrong. And here's why. The next day, after we're done with all that, I wake up early. I shower because we're going to do the podcast earlier this week. And shit happened. So I shower and everything. I come down and I was like, where's Marley? I'm looking for Marley and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to sit down and watch some TV. Maybe he'll show up and lay with me. And I watched a couple episodes of The Simpsons, and he's still not up. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know where he is, but I'm gonna wake Mariah up because we have some shit to do today. So I wake her up, and she goes up to take a shower, and I'm now looking for Marley. I was like, where the fuck is Marley? So I'm sitting here. I'm like, Marley, where the fuck are you? So I'm looking everywhere. So I ring the bell again. I'm ringing this bell again. And didn't this motherfucker peek his head out? Because I have a missing tile back there. He peeked his head out, and I see his little face looking at me from the ceiling. And I was like, oh, no. This isn't happening. So I went over to the tile he was on. I lift off the tile and put him down. So I'm like, you fucking asshole. So I told her about it, and now we have to worry. She was like, oh, well, I mean, he gets up there. So we ignored it. So we did the podcast, and as we were doing that failed attempt at the podcast, he went back there and he got back up in the ceiling, and we didn't know it. So we went, after you left, we did a bunch of errands. And we came back to get some shit, and I was like, where's Marley? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, last time I saw Marley, he went into the back storage room. So we went back there, and I was like, and we were like, all right, how are we finding him? And we're screaming, Marley, we can't find him. So I was like, you know what? I told her what I did. I was like, I was just pushing the tiles. And so she just started pushing tiles, and she found him.
Is that why some of these are kind of screwy right now?
No, some of them have always been fucked up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just looking up, and I was like, some of these kind of look out of place.
No, some of them have always been fucked up. Some of them have always been missing. I don't know. But, so we found him, and so to discipline him, we use a squirt bottle.
Yeah.
And it works. He hasn't been doing what he's been doing. He's been being behaved, but we squirted him, which, only scared him to the point he got deeper into the ceiling, which it doesn't do anything. It's not bad because, like, it's like how the ceiling works. If you're coming into this room, the paneling, that's basically all it is. So he's just basically running straight lines. So he can only go in straight lines. So he basically,
hopefully these things hold and he doesn't fall through the fucking ceiling.
It holds him. Somehow it holds him. And he's a fat cat. Somehow it holds him. So he was just basically chilling in the laundry room yesterday in the ceiling where it ends, but that's about it. Like, other than that, it was bad, but we're like, okay, but we can't let him stay up there. So the whole day we were like, all right, he has to come down himself because we can't personally get him out. So he excuse me. He eventually came out. We blocked it all up, but yeah, the cat was somehow on the ceiling. It got in the ceiling. We had to deal with it. It was this whole pain in the ass, but the cat was not in the ceiling anymore. He just chills on the stairs now. Just issue of, avoided. We fixed it,
Luca, my cat, been a real asshole lately.
Really?
So we got him a cat gazebo, right? You don't know what a cat gazebo is.
No,
you need to come over and see it.
I do.
The cat gazebo is exactly what you think it is. It's like a pop-up little thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a pop-up octagon shape.
Really?
We have a blanket in there for him to lay down on. There's a netted thing on the top that you can unzip. Yeah. And then there's two side doors. Perfectly mind you, the two side doors are rolled up most of the time. So he can just go in and out whenever he wants. You know what this fucker does? Jumps on top of the pong table and tries to jump on top of the gazebo to get into it.
Oh my goodness.
So the other night, around 3 a.m., all I hear is just a big crash and tumble. And I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck was that? I look over. Luca is literally sitting on top of the cat gazebo as it's just fucking demolished.
How did she just do that? I'm sorry.
He's just a fucking dickhead. He does what he wants. The other day, he jumped off the stairs.
Oh my goodness. Well, the cat does that.
He jumped off the stairs onto the fucking
cat gazebo.
No, not the cat gazebo. The damn recliner that I had down there.
Oh my goodness, that's a long jump.
Yeah.
Congrats to that cat.
And he made it.
That's a good cat. Damn.
Fucker, man.
I remember a story when back in June, we brought him over because my mom was out, and he wasn't feeling well, and he ate some of my decorations I had in my room, and he puked it, and we saw it, and we were like, we were tired, we were out all day working and shit, we were doing like some shit, and we were like, you know what, we're gonna sit down and then we'll deal with it. So we were starting to deal with it. We were just watching TV, and all of a sudden Marley came, and I was like, oh, hey, Marley, and I pet him, and I was like, why are you wet? And then it hit me, and I looked at his puke, and it's been tampered with. So he laid in his vomit. And I'm like, I screamed. I was like, and I'm looking at my hand, and she's screaming, and I'm screaming, and I was like, I went after the cat, and he ran into the storage area at the time when it was this messy and hit, and I was like, that motherfucker, that's just so disgusting. So I just cleaned it up, and I was like, that's gross. That is so fucking gross that I touched the cat vomit.
You ever see a dog get knocked out?
What?
You ever see a dog just get knocked the fuck out?
No. What?
Jeters got knocked the fuck out by Luca.
He knocked out, Luca knocked out?
Yeah.
Jeters.
Yeah.
Jeters. Good.
Yeah. Tapped him right in the nose and he dropped.
Oh my god.
And he just didn't.
Did you know how? Come on.
But no, I'll tell you the backstory of this. Luca, Jeters is downstairs with me for once, just letting him down there kind of roam for a little bit. And then Luca, just chilling. And Jeters likes to mount things. Jeters was mounting Luca.
Wow, that's violating.
And there's like that's already a problem because that's crossbreeding, dog and cat. Jeters just wanted to make a pussy hound, but
pussy hound, is that what that's called? Okay.
I don't know. I find that funny. But
right.
Luca was having none of it. Luca flipped onto his back and just fucking uppercutted the dog basically, and I saw Jeters drop.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like,
did you laugh?
I was just in shock. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I bet your mom was freaking out.
Well, Jeters got up after like 2 seconds or so. Like, he was out. Like, there was no way in fucking hell that dog was not out on his ass.
Cats womp hard, bro. I mean, I'm not lying. They womp. They're just, it's crazy.
There was a cat that my grandparents used to have when we used to live at my grandparents' house for a little bit before I moved out here. Just laying there on the couch, watching TV. This cat comes up, prancing up, gets on me, wallop onto my chest, and then runs away. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Why?
Why?
You dumb fucking cat. Why? Why are you being abusive? They're so abusive, too.
Who, cats?
Yeah. Does Marley have issues knocking shit over?
I mean, yeah. This table behind me, he'll just fucking jump up on it and he'll just, crawl everywhere and knock shit over.
Is he purposely knocking it over, or is he just walking it? He's just walking
into it. He's just careless.
Luca will jump onto my desk.
Yeah.
If I just have like something laying there, he'll get up there, look at it, kind of square it up, start tapping a little bit, then he throws it off my desk and breaks shit.
Oh my goodness, that's fucking shitty.
He's a fucking dickhead, dude. My cat is an asshole. Fucking always getting into trouble. Fucking shits like a racehorse.
Does he eat a lot?
I feed him once a day.
Like what? One cup?
I control his food limits, and he still shits like a racehorse.
Damn.
And he's getting fat.
Have you been giving him like a feast or have you ever like made him fast? Like gave him like 2 days without food? Like let him cleanse himself out?
No, because when I do, I get yelled at by Danny. Danny yells at me.
Why?
Because that's animal abuse. Blah blah blah. It's like. He's a fat fucking cat and all he does is eat.
He's a domestic house cat. Some cats go days without meals and they'll be fine. He's just a spoiled little...
I don't think Luca's completely domesticated. Because that fucker always wants to go outside.
I mean,
Because that's where we found him. We just found him in a barn.
I mean, of course. Of course.
That fucker the other day got up onto my shed roof.
That's funny.
I don't even know how he did it.
Cats can jump, bro.
I think he like jumped on the fence into the tree over onto the roof. And I was like, Luca, what the fuck are you doing up there? First of all, I shouldn't have been upstairs.
Yeah, I know.
But he somehow got up there. Went through the doggy door that we have for the dogs. Because he's smart.
Yeah, because
He's not smart enough to get into his fucking gazebo, but he's good. He's smart enough to go out a fucking doggy door. The doors are wide open on the gazebo. We kind of has to push the doors open a little bit on the doggy door.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Cats are just crazy. I mean, I've had dogs. I mean, I was fine with dogs. I mean, I didn't like my little dog because that thing was a little shit. And then I had a Rottweiler, and I was talking to my brother about this the other day. I was like, why are big dogs always scared of little dogs? Like, is it the personality trait of the dog that makes them scared of it? Because I remember, like, my dog, the Rottweiler, was scared of my brother's dog, who was his, like, little ass.
Who came first?
What?
What dog came first?
Well, his dog came.
That's why.
Really?
That is why. The first dog is there. So that house is that dog's house.
I know.
And the second dog normally understands that rule, kind of gets it. They'll adjust to it, and then they realize who the real dog is.
Well, they did.
Well, Tough is just a complete bitch, and Jeters just dominates him, and Jeters came after. So there's that.
Okay.
My dog Tough's a dumbass, and he's a bitch. And then Jeters bites everybody. Rip your ankles, Mike.
Yeah, no, I remember the time he bit my ankle when I was wearing those white pants, and who was I with? Mateo and them. And when, like, we walked in, I think the GameStop, and Mateo went, "Oh, Mike, what happened to the back of your leg? It's bleeding." And I looked at it, and you were like, "Oh man, Jeters bit me." And you were like, "Man, he's a little ankle biter. What else can I say?" I mean, I was like, he really got me. I can't believe he really got me.
Yeah, he can break skin, dude. He's an asshole.
He got through denim though. I was impressed.
Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. Well,
Yeah.
let's move on from these cats and dog stories.
All right.
We're in the spooky time.
Yeah.
What are your plans for Halloween this year?
Our plans are to watch. Like, I want to try to watch all the Treehouse of Horrors, but I don't
How many
know.
seasons of Simpsons are there? There's one in every season.
It starts.
Right? Is there one in every season?
No, there's not. There's not one in season 1, but it starts from season 2 on.
How many seasons are there now?
30.
You
So
can
there's 29.
you can drop 29 episodes
yeah,
very
there's
easily.
Technically 29. Yeah. So there's all that. So I can't wait for that.
That would be
But
an easy one.
We're on Treehouse of Horror 3, and I think it's the one where Homer's King Kong, which is a
good one.
a classic.
It's a good one.
We
All
wanted,
those are really good.
Yeah, no, they are. But and then we want to try to watch all the Treehouse of Horrors. Not Treehouse. I'm sorry. I can't believe I explained that. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. We want to try to watch all these horror movies like at least once a day, and that already failed because we've been so busy, and then I've been like I just get so exhausted. But we did one thing. We made cupcakes, fall themed cupcakes. Something that we wanted to do. Some bakery. We want to carve some pumpkins.
Speaking of baking, I've already bought those fucking little Pillsbury sugar cookies with like the ghosts on them.
Oh no, I have the pumpkin ones in my fridge right now, bro.
Yeah, I always get the ghost ones or the pumpkin ones, whatever is more available.
We made the ghost ones already, and then we're like, oh man, we want the pumpkin ones because maybe they're a little bit better. And then we also got these other ones. Like it's the Pillsbury Doughboy cookies where you have the M&Ms in them. We got them as well. Those are gonna be they're gonna be so fun to cook, and they're gonna be so fucking delicious, bro. I can't wait.
I want to go get another box of those cookies. I already went through them all. It was so
Really?
good.
Yeah, Dan came down.
Well,
here
not
and
boxed, but you know what I mean. I cooked all of them, and I already ate them all.
We cooked them. Like, I mean, we baked them, and like Dan ate half of them, and me and Mariah were like, "Oh my fucking Christ, Dan, chill."
Halloween's such a fun time of year.
It is. No one ever comes here for trick or treating though.
It's a good thing. Fuck it, all candy to yourself.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but I mean, like, who does? I always wanted to live in a place that was good at trick or treating. Like, I always liked handing out candy and judging the costumes.
At Big Lots, they have a little, you know, those like candy bowls.
Yeah.
They have one of Freddy there.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Spirit has one of Sam from Trick or Treat.
Yeah, there's one of Freddy there. It's like $22. It's all plastic. I don't know how much worth
how
worth
it's all
it is.
plastic. I don't know.
I mean, this is plastic. This Elm Street sign.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that though. I hate that fucking thing though. The Elm Street sign is ass. I remember someone on Etsy that made a reef, and all they did basically is buy a reef and fucking attach that sign on it, and they wanted fucking $80 for it. And I was like, wow, that's bullshit.
That's a fucking ripoff.
I bought that for $12, so I don't know where the fuck she wants $80, unless she wants compensated for all the supplies she used. Because I think the most expensive thing out of everything out of that was the fucking reef. Like, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? Why would you even make that and be like, $80 for this? No, it's a piece of plastic. It's shit. Like, if it was an actual street sign made, then maybe I would think about it. But no, it was that that exact same fucking sign that she tried to sell. I was like, absolutely not.
Well,
do you go on Etsy?
No, I don't go on Etsy.
Etsy's pretty cool.
I don't trust that shit.
What? You don't? No, I mean,
actually, no. I have bought one thing on Etsy.
I bought a couple.
And there's
things.
one reason why I don't trust it after.
What?
Well, it's not that I don't trust it. It's like I had one of those. I bought one of those like tracer guns.
What?
I bought one of the pre-made tracer guns.
Yeah.
That can shoot and fire, and it just didn't work.
I mean,
it didn't work. Well, it didn't like it couldn't shoot and fire, but it lit up and everything. It just didn't work.
I bought a couple things from Etsy. I bought some fun things from Etsy. I think I bought something for Mariah for Christmas from Etsy, I believe.
I know that
it was pretty banging.
My Halloween, my spooky season is really going to be taken up mostly on that Dallas trip.
Yeah.
Well, I will be gone for 11 days. Then I'll be working the day I come back. I'll be closing at the mall the day I come back on the 30th. I'll be working Halloween. I'll be doing an open to close on Halloween, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be shit.
Have off that Friday because I have to go with my mom somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Work that Saturday, and then that Sunday will be the last day for Hershey Park in the Dark. So me and Danny are taking Connor.
Me and Mariah are going to Hershey Park in the Dark. That's not something else we're trying to do this Halloween.
All right, cool. That's always
and
fun.
Then, we want to go to this. I think there's like a Harvest Fall festival somewhere. I don't remember where it is, but we're trying to go there as well. So
I know.
Want to do.
Me and Danny during Christmas are going to go to Christmas Candy Lane.
What?
At Hershey Park. We've never done it, neither of us, and I kind of want to.
I've never done it. But
it'd be kind of fun to go to.
I don't know.
Something different.
We went to this Christmas Village last year, and we're going to go again this year. Did you like? There's this Christmas Village, and I don't remember where it was, but I just remember the road trip being so much fun. Going up there, that's the one where I was baked off my ass, and I was tweeting about Mothman or some bullshit.
Oh my
like
fucking
that.
god! I remember that night. I remember that night so vividly because you were tweeting about Mothman, and I was like, "What the fuck is Mothman?"
All right, so Mothman's this like mythical creature that can predict like danger or your death or some bullshit, and it was in Fallout 76 and everything. It's like a lore. It's like an actual thing if you actually look it up. But I don't want to get into it. But right, so when we were going to this Christmas Village, we were like deep in the fucking woods, like deep in the woods, and I just started getting nervous, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's no cell reception. I'm getting scared. I don't know where we're at. And like I was just making her laugh, and I was just so fucking baked. So that's probably why it was interesting. But when we got to the Christmas Village, I'm just gonna let you know, if it's just you don't think it's gonna be cold, but just really dress up, because it really got us. We got fucked when we went. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I've never really done a lot of that stuff out here. The most I've ever done really around here is go to the Apple Festival for that kind of stuff, you know? Down in New Cumberland. But it's nothing special.
I know Gettysburg's pretty good at Christmas time. You should go there. There's a good candy store.
So
I know you like candy.
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
I know you like candy.
Everybody likes fucking candy.
I know you like candy in your mouth.
Mike, shut up. We're not going into this. I like candy, okay?
Oh my god, you know what I have in my fridge right now?
What?
Somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I have oh, it's up there. Like, if you run up there, there's Roddy Piper bubblegum soda. I have Roddy Piper bubblegum soda.
Is it any good?
I didn't open it. I didn't drink it.
You have one? You only bought one?
Yeah,
Where'd you get it?
Gettysburg.
Oh,
You just go to Gettysburg and get one. I mean,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. It's funny as shit. I mean, of course I'm going to get Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper's fucking awesome.
So, we're in the month of October.
Yes.
There's a lot of video games that try to be scary.
Oh my God. Joe. Oh God, I got a cramp. I got a cramp in my fucking calf, bro. It is this cramp. Oh my goodness. It just went, oh, holy ass. It's just, it just came out of nowhere. My leg is numb. My leg is numb now after that cramp. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God.
You good? You good?
Oh, God. Hang on. Shit, where's my... Ew, there's hair. Oh.
What is happening?
Yep, okay, I'm good. I'm sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is your one mic moment of the podcast.
Yeah,
sometimes that happens, sometimes that doesn't. But, as I was saying, we're in the month of October.
Uh-huh.
A lot of video games that are trying to be scary or that are pretty scary. What would you say is like the scariest game you ever played?
I don't know, man. That's... I don't really know what game has ever really made me really scared. I remember Doom 3 as a child. All right, well, first of all,
I wouldn't count that as horror. That's the problem. I wouldn't count it as horror. I'm saying that is horror genre. Doom was would you say Doom was in a horror genre?
Doom 3.
Was it?
Yeah.
I never played Doom 3, so I don't know.
Doom 3 spooky.
You know what scared the shit out of me?
Mega Man scared the shit out of me.
What?
So, do you remember the Mega Man game?
Hold on, before we get into this, I was at a lock-in at Play and Trade. And for people who don't know what Play and Trade is, obviously not a lot of people will who listen to this. Mm-hmm. It is a retro video game store that me and you go to buy all of our retro video games, and they have this huge gaming center. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, they'll do a lock-in where you go in there, you're in there all night playing video games. This was right when the PSVR was coming out, or it was out, and Resident Evil 7 came out.
Oh, God,
A bunch of 13-year-old and 14-year-olds heard me scream like a little girl because that shit in VR is fucking terrifying. Resident Evil 7 is a pretty scary game as it is. In VR, that shit intensifies. Because all you do, you have the headset on, and they didn't fucking have any games at Play and Trade. They made you use some Beats, well not Beats, like some very high quality headphones to plug into the headset, not the ones that came with the headset, and then you're in the headset. So all you hear is the game. You don't hear anybody else around you.
Oh my goodness.
You're out there. You're with the PS4. You use the PS4 controller to move still and play, but you use your head to look around. Holy fucking shit. That was the scariest moment of my life.
Oh my God.
I thought I was going to die. And after that moment, it was so bad. Did you ever play Resident Evil 7?
I played some of it. I didn't finish it yet. I know it's fucking scary.
It's scary as shit.
I don't remember where I stopped, but I got pretty far in it, and I just never finished it. I just have that problem with some games. I just don't finish them because I just lose interest, or I'm doing something.
I get that too. You know that? Like, I can't tell you how many games I've started where I've just lost interest.
Yeah.
Like, I started that. I finally started that playthrough of, like, I talked about this before in South Park.
Yeah.
South Park, the Fractured Butthole on the hardest difficulty, and the main reason I wanted to do it was I bought the Lake Titicaca DLC.
Yeah.
Which is the horror one.
Yeah, which is fucking funny as
shit. It was
shit.
funny as hell. I bought that, so I was like, I'm going to go replay it, and finally play it on Mastermind.
Oh, God.
And they get the achievement, so now I have all the gamer score in South Park, and I'm actually kind of proud that I did that because...
That's good.
But I got, like, my first playthrough of that game, and then I didn't touch it for, like, 2 weeks after that because I just lost interest in it right away for some reason. I do that shit a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I'll start things, and I just won't finish them because I lose interest. But now let's get back to you. Why were you scared of Mega Man?
Before I get to that, I want to say this story before it leaves my mind, and I just want to bring this up. So, Have you ever played those games where you just get those random jump scares? You ever get those moments?
Yeah, I hate this.
So, the one
I
time...
hate when, you know what I hate about jump scares?
What?
I hate when games do it to just do it just to do it, like just for the sake of it, you know?
Yeah, I don't like that either. It's cheap.
Like fucking those stupid fucking indie horror games we played on Xbox.
Oh my goodness. Those were
Like
fucking
Among the
terrible.
Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Among the Sleep is actually I didn't
like
get
the
scared from
story.
it.
I like that graphics. The story was pretty good for that game.
Among the Sleep,
I'm not gonna beat
the
it.
fucking park was so bad.
I
The
figured it out too quick.
But
Sorry for the long pause.
Mariah just walked in. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But though I hate games that do it deliberately just to do it. Like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But the other week, I was playing Gears of War 4, and we completed the round, and I was a parent and shit and everything, and Mariah was holding the dab pen for me, and I was hitting it, and I wasn't paying attention to the game, and when I looked up, I saw the Snatcher from Gears of War, and you don't know what that is. That thing's fucking annoying, and
It's the most annoying thing to kill around a horde.
we've had a history of not being able to kill that thing. So when I saw it,
Many fucking
I
attempts.
inhaled so hard, and the smoke went down wrong, and I was dying. And as I'm dying, this thing is chasing me, and I couldn't see. There was tears in my eyes. I'm scared. I'm still scared. My heart is pounding because I'm so scared because I saw it. Tears in my eyes, and I'm running. I'm like, I can't do this. And you can't pause an online game of horror. You can't do it. So, how are you going to survive? It was terrible. It sucks so hard. Now, back to Mega Man. The reason why I was scared of Mega Man was it was Mega Man on the PS1. And the beginning of the game was just for some reason to me and Dan very, very scary. Because we were babies. That's why it was scary. Because we were babies. I go back now and I just do not like that game because it's just boring. But
the game we play that I love playing with you because sometimes your screams are just so funny to hear over the mic is The Forest.
Oh, I can't stand that game because it's more me worrying about dying than getting scared because like sometimes it catch me off guard, and if they start just doing those two hooks to you, you're not gonna live. You're
Marley
an ass
knocking
cat.
shit over.
Yeah,
Marley
see,
knocking
knock
shit over again.
He does. He just
But,
knocks shit over.
Yeah.
Stop touching me, Marley, please. Oh my God, he's still touching me. Cat. Oh, he's a beautiful cat. He's a beautiful cat. Oh, he left. Cat left me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to happen. So,
Happens all the time.
do you still like trivia?
Trivia?
Like, do you remember how me, you, and Travis would play It's Quiz Time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should all get together and play that shit.
What, quiz time?
Quiz Time is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
me, you, Mariah, even Dan, doesn't even matter. We can do
Well,
whatever.
I like how it gives you questions based on your age in quiz time. It's pretty good.
It always screws us up with the youngest person, though.
Yeah, it really does. Because they were giving Travis some bullshit answer. The questions, they're giving him bullshit questions. Some very highly stupid questions. Oh, God, there's been so many stupid shit.
The Describe It round is the best in that game.
Man, my thigh hurts.
How you feeling after that still? You still
man,
feeling like shit after that?
It felt like a Charlie horse, man. I don't know what it did. I just went to stretch my leg, and it just felt like my calf wasn't moving, and all of a sudden it just jerked up, and I just remember shooting pain up my leg. It just was not good. It was not. I remember I pissed myself in middle school. Oh my goodness! I just remember.
Why did you? What the fuck? How do you go? How do you segue into realizing you pissed yourself in middle school?
Because I remember it was because I was hurt.
Dude, you told me the same story. This is how the fucking block story came about. I don't even remember if you've said this on the podcast.
Okay, so
Did I just remind you of your fucking block story?
Yeah, well, so the one time when I was in middle school, I pulled a muscle in my stomach and it hurt, and nobody believed me. They thought I was just doing it to be like get out of school, and I wasn't. I was actually really hurt. So the one time it was the last period of the class. So this was the good thing, though. This was the only good thing about this story is that it was the last period. So we were in this music kind of class, and I was like, man, I gotta use the bathroom, and the one that was down near us didn't work, so I had to go all the way down to the bathroom, like to the front of the school. So I didn't make it, and I pissed my pants, underwear, jeans, all pissed it. So now as a middle schooler, this is
how does the whole you pulling a muscle pertain to that?
Oh, because I couldn't run because it hurt too much. What do you mean? Why? Of course that's why. Couldn't. It hurt. God damn, did it hurt.
I can't remember. Did we talk about the block story?
The one where I shit myself?
Yeah, because you didn't want to give up your fucking blocks?
No, I don't think so. Well, all that story is that when I was in preschool, the blocks were the thing to play with. I mean, of course they were. Blocks were fucking awesome. And for the one day, I was never good in middle school. I think I knocked the kid out, but not middle school, preschool. I knocked the kid out. I bit a kid. I overflowed the toilets. Wasn't a good kid. That's why I'm scared to have kids. Anyway, so I finally get the blocks, and I didn't want to give it up because I knew if I would have, and I didn't want to give it up. So I was sitting there playing with the blocks, and I had to shit. And I'm sitting there as a preschooler, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to bombs away. I can't leave these blocks, so I shit myself. So any kid that came up to me and asked if they wanted to play with the blocks got turned away at the shit until the teacher came, picked me up, and escorted me out of the room, called my parents. I had to go home. Dan stayed at preschool. Good story.
Have I ever told you that I was in a private Christian Catholic school when I was younger? Did I never tell you this?
No.
It pertains to being in preschool because that's when I started.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a somewhat similar story, but it's not similar in the same aspect.
Yeah.
It's similar to the fact that in my middle school, the best thing to play with was the tricycles. And obviously, I was at a Christian school, so yeah, they had the money for fucking tricycles.
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
We had tricycles. So, I get a tricycle. I'm ready to play. I'm playing with it. This kid comes up and says, "It's my turn." And I was like, "No, it's not your turn." And the little kid that I am, little kids repeat a lot of things they probably shouldn't say from your parents.
Obviously.
And I remember it vividly because I still have the note. Well, I still have the paper from the principal of what I said to the kid. And I was like, "No, you cunt fucker. This is my tricycle."
Who says cunt? God. Really? Your dad or your mom said cunt in front of you? Jeez.
That's my dad's, ace in the hole if he really wants to piss my mom off.
Oh, my goodness. That's a hard one. Man, it took me a while to learn that word. Damn.
That's Danny's favorite word. That's like her favorite curse word.
Oh, really? Of course
because it slices right through the person, no matter who you say it to. It's such a hard word. It's such piercing.
I mean, other countries don't take it so personal as we do. I don't understand. Because British people and Australian people use it all the time.
Well, yeah, but that's just in their culture. It probably means something completely different to them compared to us.
All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know Australians. I don't know British people. The only Australian I know is the dude who does tattoos on me. You know?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else. I'm apologizing.
What the hell are you thinking about?
I was thinking about what to tattoo my dick. I'm sorry.
You should have seen Mariah's face when you said that. That was...
First of all, she won't let me do half the ideas.
You shouldn't tattoo on your dick.
I should. Because I said I wanted to make it a polling.
I'm on Mariah's side right now. You shouldn't do that.
You know, why not? I told her I told her I wanted to do the thing from Code Monkeys where I wanted to paint my dick green and have it spit poisonous goo everywhere.
Oh my god, I forgot about that show.
Then
That show was so good.
I can't remember all the creative things I said I wanted to tattoo my dick. But I know I wanted to put a cape on it and make it a superhero.
That's fucking retarded.
It would be called Super Dick. He says he puts people into penile institutions.
She has this look on her face like she just wants to come over to you and slap you.
The one time we were down here, me, Dan, and her, and I was sitting here and we were just talking, and we were talking about these decorations we have with these chicks that if you wind them up, they jump. And my dad was like, "There's no vampire though," and they're like, "Well, yeah, we just didn't get it because we just didn't get it that day." And I was like, "Yeah, because vampires suck." And Dan was like, "No, you know," and they were both ready to start an actual conversation. And I was like, "Get it?" And I pointed at him, and they looked at me like, "Oh, that's stupid." Because I was like, "Get it? Vampires suck."
Yeah, we get it, Mike. That's a dumb joke. It's a dumb joke. She's not gonna give you anything right now. You're just being a fucking idiot.
That's stupid. No one likes my puns. And they completely got mad. They got completely mad. Like, whoa, wow.
You're not the pun master like Frank West.
Huh?
You're not the pun master like Frank West and Dead Rising 2 off the record.
I came up with some good puns. I can come up. You ever get burned by a mama joke?
No.
You never got burned.
Have you been burned?
I've been burned. So, I remember this time. Okay, so remember in high school, our school would take gym class to the extreme for the guys at least were.
Hold on. Okay, the first instance I ever had with a your mama joke was when I was in a private school. And it was one of the guardians on lunch break. It was probably like 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And this kid learned yo mama jokes. And he came up, well, no, it wasn't the private school then, because I wasn't in private school, but it was my elementary school. And sitting there, me and my group of friends, and all we hear is this one kid and the dude at lunch, the supervisor, like the parent, like it was like a teacher, spitting yo mama jokes back at each other. And the one that the kid just couldn't come back to was, for whatever reason, the guy goes, "Your mama's so stupid she got hit by a parked car." And the kid couldn't come back, and he was just like, obviously, like, that's not that bad, yeah. But it was in 3rd grade. The kid had the kid just lost it from there.
Yeah. Well, what happened with me was, it was after a very intense dodgeball game against, like, the underclassmen, and they almost beat us, but we were able to pull out the win. And we're sitting there, and we're high-fiving, congratulating ourselves and everything. And this kid came up to me, and he put his shirt around his shoulder, like one of those Playboys. And he went, "Man, Mike, I haven't been this sweaty since I fucked your mom." And he said that.
Why?
He said that pure, fluent, not a smirk on his face.
The funny part about that is your mom was the lunch lady at the school.
Yeah.
And I want to go, like, I imagine that happening, being in the lunch line. Just some dude saying that to you right as you're getting your food checked out by your mom.
That would be funny as fuck, bro.
That's what I just imagined after you said that. Like, that would have been super fucking funny.
It would have been really funny. It would have been. I just got burned, and I remember Mr. Lackey heard it, and he says, "I'm not touching that. You got burned. You got to deal with that."
Mr. Lackey was such a good teacher, but he did not care about anybody.
I have the title of the worst Yo Mama's joke.
Uh-huh.
And it's embarrassing. Okay.
Speaking of you...
And hang on. The worst mama joke I've ever said is that I just wanted to become part of the Your Mama war, and everyone was being cool and shit saying it, and I said, I was in high school, by the way, so I just want to make this very clear when I say this joke, I said, I fucked your mom so hard the sky fell.
That's bad.
It's bad. Yeah, I know, I'm aware.
That's real bad, man.
I am aware.
Mike, that's bad.
I know it's bad.
That's worse than getting hit by a parked car. That's way worse. You ever seen that Yo Mama series on YouTube?
Yeah, the guy that sounds like Joe from Family Guy.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. I don't watch those after the one.
I just don't watch.
Your mama's so short. She hooks up with Legos. And then that animation he made, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. That is much.
So you don't like The Office?
I don't.
You're trash.
I don't.
Have you given it a try, though?
I've tried on multiple occasions, yes.
Have you gotten past the first season?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
What
I've gotten up to like season 3 every single time, and I just lose interest, man.
Why season 3?
I don't know. I just lose interest. I don't know. Maybe I just find something else I want to watch. I start watching something else, and I just stop. It's every fucking time.
The Office should be what you should be watching. Okay? The Office is fucking awesome, bro.
I don't find it. I don't know.
What the fuck do you watch then?
I just watch fucking like American Dad, Family Guy, Futurama. I watch all that stuff on repeat because I don't pay attention to it half the time.
So you watch that, but not The Office?
To be fair, I didn't like the episode of American Dad when they were parodying The Office.
I mean,
and I think it's just because of the format. I don't like how it's filmed. I hate that kind of shit. That's why I hate the Paranormal Activity things. Like,
you don't like that? It adds like a realistic.
I hate
vibe
all that
to it.
Like, that's the one thing I hate about the movie A Haunted House, and that movie's funny as hell. You ever seen those movies?
You're a total Toby.
Now listen to me, Mike. Speaking of like scary movies and all that stuff, have you have yet to seen the fucking Rob Zombie Halloween movies?
Yeah.
You need to watch them.
No, I gotta watch the movies in order.
Why?
Because that's how I roll.
The Rob Zombie ones are a completely separate series. You don't even have to watch the originals. You can just watch the Rob Zombie ones and get the same.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch them when they were the day of release.
You're gonna hate yourself.
I don't give a fuck. I already hate myself that I gotta watch them as it is. But I wanna actually watch the movies and be able to judge them properly.
Michael Myers is still the better killer. I'm gonna say that right now. We're in the Halloween time. Michael Myers is the better killer.
What do you think the weakest monster ever is?
Weakest monster?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think the weakest monster is? I don't know.
Man, I'm gonna say the weakest monster is the boogeyman.
The boogeyman?
The boogeyman. There's really no good scary stories about the boogeyman. That's just what kids call things they don't like, the boogeyman. So, really anything can be the boogeyman. The fucking furnace in the basement, some creepy shit upstairs. Anything's the boogeyman. That's not fun. Shadow people are scary.
Speaking of shadow people.
No.
Speaking of shadow people.
Have you seen shadow people?
No. Speaking of like shadow people, going on to the video game topic now, that's what's all over the moon in Destiny now. It's fucking creepy.
What the fuck are shadow people?
They're just like fucking red and black like fucking figures of shit on Destiny, and they're just everywhere, and they're kind of creepy. I'm telling you, man, you gotta go play the moon. You gotta go play the new DLC. Even if you just play the campaign, it's spooky. The moon's haunted, bro.
The moon's haunted?
The moon's haunted.
Well, I knew that with all the skeletons.
The meme is true. The moon is haunted.
Skeleton boys. The Skelly boys.
Skelly boys.
Okay, I'm going to slap meat with you right here, right now. I'm going to tell you a good story.
Yeah, last story of the day.
How'd you like that, how I described that slap meat with you?
What?
What? What, you didn't like that?
I don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
told you I'm going to slap meat with you. We're going to tell you a story, so I'm going to slap meat with you.
I'm not. No.
That's not a good expression to say.
No.
No. What do you mean, no?
Mike, this is like the penetration comment you made earlier.
I mean, does that pumpkin look like a dick?
What pumpkin?
The one next to the TV.
It kind of looks like a dick.
It looks like a dick, right?
Kind of looks
All
like it. Kind of.
so,
It kind of looks like a dick.
I want to tell. I guess I should tell some embarrassing stories about yours truly, myself. This is gonna be the last story ever on this podcast for today, I guess.
I was gonna say it's not last story ever. You're just being stupid and not knowing how to word your fucking self. This is why I'm scared to let you go on your own and do an episode with Dan, because I'm gonna go through the episode and watch it, and I'm gonna be like, "Wow, Mike is fucked."
You know, I used to think I could get pregnant.
What?
Yes.
Wait, what?
My biggest fear is becoming the only boy to become pregnant. And I was terrified about being pregnant all the time. Anytime I would touch myself or anything.
Can I ask you something?
What?
When you first heard about the period, the time of the month, were you one of those people who thought you were gonna get it as a dude?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because this sounds like something you would be like.
No. I just thought I could get pregnant anytime if I touched semen, I would freak the fuck out and have to wash it off. If I would touch my own semen.
Okay, that's better. Let me just say, with how you said that, when I touch semen,
yes,
that implies you've touched more than just your own.
No, I've eaten my own. What?
What?
I'm not into that story. Just drop it. Go on.
How do you expect me to drop it after you just saying that?
I don't want to talk about
that. That is recorded.
I know it's
This
recorded.
is on YouTube.
Yes, it's going on YouTube.
People on YouTube now know you've eaten your own semen,
Some
and you just want to drop it?
It's a story I'm not going to talk about. It's a weird story. No, let's go on.
That's where we're going to end this.
What's the longest? I blanked out. I'm sorry, guys. Shit, I think we need to end. Yeah.
What's the longest? That's what we're going to end it on. What's the longest? Longest what, Mike?
I want just everyone to have a good day. The longest good day they ever had. Let's go with that.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching episode 7 of the Cross Thoughts podcast. Remember, hit that subscribe button. Get us some help. Get us out there. Share this video with whoever you can. Share it on Twitter, Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Everything you want to do. Hit the bell to be notified when these come out. And go follow me and Mike on our personal Twitter accounts. And follow the CrossCot Twitter if you want more updates and everything when these will come out. Like, now that we're back, there was a lot of updates on our delays on those. So you might want to go check that out so you know what's happening. But, again, thank you for watching. And remember, use code CrossThoughts at your checkout at So Sick Clothing, and you can get 15% off. We'll see you guys next time.